let's talk about Latin jazz. There are two versions of Latin jazz. One is Brazilian, which I always think of Stan Getz because he was a sax player. He brought Brazilian jazz to the United States. One of the first tracks that became famous was The Girl from Ipanema, and that was thanks to Stan Getz, although Jobim is the one who wrote it. That's laid back, full of warm color chords, bossa nova, doom ching, boo ching, kaboom, ocean jazz. The other kind is cubop. This is something that Dizzy Gillespie brought to us. Dizzy Gillespie was a trumpet player, and he played a lot with Charlie Bird Parker. And Dizzy Gillespie is, I don't know if you've ever seen him, but he's the trumpet player who had these balloon cheeks that came out like this. So he was a very, very memorable player. And he had an amazing, great personality, very outgoing, very funny, captivating clown, awesome musician, showman. And he became our first U.S. jazz ambassador. Many people don't know about this. He was hired to improve international relations, and he was the very first jazz ambassador. There were others. Miles Davis and Dave Brubeck were two of them. And what they did was they traveled to different places in the world, offering educational concerts and beautiful concerts all over the globe. Think the Peace Corps meets American jazz. Cubop is very different than Brazilian jazz. It's extroverted, energetic, quirky, unusual phrasing, no swing. So actually, Latin jazz doesn't have swing unless you're doing some kind of fusion. I'm going to give you examples of both of those so you can hear the difference. The first one, Brazilian jazz, this is thanks to Stan Getz and Jobim. That's kind of that style. Cubop is very different than that. Let me play this. This is called Dizzy Spell. You get the idea. So very, very different styles within the Latin language. For improv today, I'm going to come back to this Brazilian jazz, and we're going to work with the left-hand pattern. It's really nice with improv to pull from measures in music to help you get along. So in this case, I'm going to pull from this. So it's basically a D minor 7 to a G. And we're going to work in the Dorian mode. When there's not much going on in the left hand is when you should do most of your improv in the right hand. When the left hand gets fancy and has lots of action, you should settle down your right hand. Otherwise, you'll crossfire in your brain if you're a beginner. Don't worry about getting messed up when your hands kind of like crossfire. Just keep going, move through it. If things get out of control, just settle down that left hand and just improvise with your right hand. Good luck with this.